I don't want to start any trouble. I don't want to cause any harm. But there is a very particular way that I prefer my jollof. First, color. It needs to be dark, y'all. Like, it needs to be dark, like a deep, kind of saturated orange. No exception. Secondly, flavor. I want to taste like a variety of different seasonings, not just tomatoes and tomato paste. I don't want to talk about that any further. And third, texture. Soft, fluffy even, never mushy, never just like overly sticky, like never. And like parboiled or jasmine rice, preferably, with much time and much experience, like hall parties, an auntie's house, my mom's own particular spin on the dish. I've developed a very specific taste for this dish. The fun part is because I know how I like it, it makes it a lot easier to go about making it. And I feel like this philosophy can exist outside of the kitchen as I'm learning to approach it in my work. As creatives, I think it's important that we learn how to cook. All cooks have some type of recipes. Maybe not like rigid instructions that they solely abide by, but some clear point of view that influences the way they work. Preferred flavor profiles, techniques they rely on, a secret sauce. All of these things act as ingredients that come together to curate a recipe, a genuine point of view, or in other words, taste. So the question now becomes, as artists, how do we curate a recipe? And to that, I would say through experiences, intentional curiosity, asking ourselves things like, what do I have to say? Why? What's the most prominent thing on my mind? What do I find meaningful? What already exists that I admire? The answers to all of these questions come with a process through living with our eyes wide open and actually taking advantage of the fact that we have a pulse and thoughts and opinions, and actually taking all those things into consideration when we consume anything: food, film, an article, a song, a paint color, our algorithm. We must recognize what we really like and then what we don't really care for, and take note of both. And then continue to put ourselves in a position to feel, to experience, to be exposed to do the actual work, to simply pay attention to ourselves. I think good taste belongs to the one who is aware of himself. Like, I don't think we can skip that part. As we go through this journey of collecting valuables, we must stand on the fact that we have found value, even when others do not see it or understand it. We're responsible for not just curating our own point of view, but owning up to it. You gotta own it. You have to be the first person to trust your own aesthetic judgment. I don't think we have to marry it or keep it forever, but you must be sincere towards yourself. And then, once you have a recipe you're confident in, you have to learn how to cook. Like, hone the execution of it. And like, yes, like some dishes we might burn. Like sometimes your audio will be embarrassingly bad or like your ISO will be like shot through the roof before you even have the eye to notice that kind of thing. Or like the script that you write that you think has like really cool, mysterious subtext is just like super confusing and unclear to your audience. All things I've done, nobody has died. Still we rise. Just make sure you don't stop cooking. Curate your recipe, stand on it, cook your dishes, and serve them to the world.